All right, ready to talk some shit, my nigga?
As usual.
Back in the spot. Shout out to everyone that gave us love for episode 21. A lot of y'all listened to that shit. And,
a lot.
And for some reason, what was interesting was, people were like, I never knew Bobby East was that deep.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
he actually was saying things that made sense. It's like, so what is the stereotype that's there out there about Zambian artists? Like, they just do shit and there's no plan. They just do shit haphazardly. That's a real word, right? That's a real word, right? Shook? Yeah, it is.
What word?
Haphazardly? Haphazard? Is it haphazard? Haphazard? Whatever shit.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
like all over the place type shit.
Yeah.
Brownie in motion.
I think so. I think that's the misconception. You know what I mean?
But why is that? Where does that shit come from?
Because there are no podcasts. There were no podcasts to get into this niggas' minds and all of that. Because I used to, this is back in the day, back Hip Hop Express days at Joy FM.
Yeah.
And, you'd be sitting there with the rapper and you play like a dope ass record, right? And I'll give you an example of Clapper Hayes. It's like he produced the track, you know what I mean? And then he's sitting there with Nab, and Nab has got bars.
Oh, Nab is
Clapper,
dope. Yeah.
Clapper did the hook, and he's got that raspy voice. And I'm like, this is such a dope track. And then I asked them, like, yo, how did this come about? And they just give you the most basic answer. And I'm like, you can't tell me that was that.
Just in the
so
studio.
like, I had to take a break and tell them, like, yo, fam, you need to like just get into the shits.
Yeah.
Like, you need to explain it and be comfortable, because it's just me here. Let's just have a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at that point, that's when, after that, it's like niggas got comfortable and they were like, because maybe the mic is a little bit intimidating and whatever.
Niggas were sweating.
Yeah, it was a bit hectic.
Niggas were sweating a little too much.
It was a bit hectic, but it is what it is, So it's like, now you can have that.
Why are you ignoring what I just said? Were they sweating?
I'm keeping it moving, my nigga.
How was the booth after they left?
It was crazy, man. It was crazy because it's like they dropped some crazy beats. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm going to get off that shit. But,
yeah.
But then how much credit do we get for that? As personalities that bring this out of the artists? Because
very, very, very little.
Really? Because like you hear, most times what I hear from a lot of artists is they ask me the most basic questions. We didn't get into the real shit. I feel like artists want to get there.
Oh yeah.
But the interviewer is boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it's like, look, there's certain things, and this is testament to even the time we're at Power.
Yeah.
But every time, like, probably Dope G came through and you have a conversation with Dope G and he leaves, or at the break he goes like, yo, that's why I love coming here, because you guys are not just supposed to go, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
True. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like, times,
it's like, nigga, you can't just be asking the same stupid, mundane questions.
True.
And we still get that a lot on TV, national broadcaster and all of that. You know, now they're trying to, do something different. But look, you have to ask intelligent questions. You can't just be the same mundane rubbish.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's the most
I don't know,
basic.
nigga, with your mama.
I'm gonna be your daddy, nigga.
I'm gonna be your daddy.
That's what's gonna be happening.
That's what's gonna be happening, all of that. But
one moment that made me cool with the Zone Fam guys was where I interviewed all of them. I think this is probably, I could actually say I was probably the last person to interview them as a whole.
Yeah, probably
when they came to the Power. And I think they were promoting, they were about to get into album promotion.
Yeah.
They were dropping, I think, was it Dead Day or something? I don't know what record they had dropped.
Could have been.
And this was years after they won the award in SA.
Yeah.
And so I stumbled upon the audio of the category that was, like they play like, oh, this category, this artist, this. I played that shit.
Yeah.
Man, like the room just they got in their feelings at that moment. You know what I mean? Because like this is the thing that a lot of people don't get about the craft that we have. It's like it's about evoking emotion. If you're able to bring that out, those are like the best moments you ever have. Like, because it's like organic, like it's there.
Yeah,
and maybe you could credit yourself a little bit to it. I guess you give yourself a lot of credit. I think we should get more credit for that shit. Because, like, without what we do, it would just be the same old shit. Like, that little element turned the interview into something else.
Yeah.
You know? And every time we'd meet, it's like, yo, that shit you did, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Because niggas were like, oh, like, what is this nigga about to do? Because, you know, I was very unpredictable when I would, I still am, I would say. And when I did that shit, it was amazing. It turned into something amazing. So, to all the guys that are starting out in the industry, you know, emotion.
Yeah.
Try and evoke that.
Yeah.
Now, last week's episode, what really pissed me off is we didn't talk about the J.O.B. thing. And we did. Because you know what's funny? J.O.B. sent me the email with the record on Friday night.
But you didn't check your mail?
I saw it. I was like, this is probably just like another J.O.B. record. Because let's just be honest, people are not really playing J.O.B. on the radio.
No, not at all.
And then, you know, I work at Rock FM. Like, we have a whole production team and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Like, it's Friday. I'll probably check this mail like on Monday or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then that song, Dear Brother, turned into being the top trending topic of the week.
Yeah, totally.
And we had Bobby East there.
Yeah.
So if I had listened to that song on Friday, I would have brought it up.
Yeah. But like I don't think he had heard it too.
He didn't hear it too, right?
Because he would have said something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would have said something.
Because J.O.B. came up like a few times during our conversation.
Yeah.
He was talking about how they started producing stuff together and whatever.
Absolutely.
They went to Ben Blazer together.
Yes.
Like and a lot of people were saying this was like a fake moment. I don't think it was. Because
what was a fake moment?
Like the beef that they create, like some people think it was fake, but I feel like it was real. Because let's even get into the beef anyway. It's like the fact that we had him here and we had a very candid conversation, and whenever his name came up, it was loving things. Let me just say, respectful. Like that's my big brother. This, and the fourth. And then when that shit comes out, it's like, whoa, okay. Were you putting up a front? I don't think he was. Like, it was pretty much real all the way. Yeah. Now, what's weird about J.O.B. coming out to say that he, felt the way he feels or whatever, was there's a song on that Be East album where they basically address the situation. They talk about it. It's like, I've been away, whatever. We haven't connected in a while, but I'm glad we have, whatever. Yeah. So it was like, oh, you guys are brothers. You came together. You did an amazing record. Yeah. But then, where's this Dear Brother shit coming from?
I think that was, just a flash in the pan or whatever it is. I think it was one of those things that they came together. And probably it's like, look, the intention is to do more work together as we are going forward. Yeah. But I don't think that happened. I think Bobby got, obviously in album mode. He needed to do his album, all of those different things. And then, he went to totally different route, got busy and whatever. And then boom. So you have the intention is there, obviously, because it's like, look, there's no beef between the two of you. Yeah. There's no problems like that. So it's just like you have one guy who's busy doing, his thing, and he's probably one of the most popping artists right now.
He is.
And then somebody else who is his boy is not popping. Yeah. So it's kind of like, what do we expect that to happen? Because even when I listened to Dear Brother, I was like, okay, all of those things had happened and blah, 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 blah. it felt like J.O.B was complaining a lot.
It felt like he felt entitled to some shit. It's like, my nigga, like, life ain't fair.
Yeah.
Like, at your age, you should probably know that shit.
Yeah, because for me, J-Rocks has talked about J.O.B like crazy, production-wise and, talent-wise. It's like, yo, one of the people I really want to work with. And they did a song together. Critic, same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because remember when they were coming out?
Yeah.
When they were blowing up together?
Yeah.
If you were to pick who you thought was going to have a longer career, I would have picked J.O.B. easily.
Yeah, easily.
Because he was different. Like, there was different energy.
Yeah.
And his bars were crazy.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? What happened to J.O.B? Like, let's talk about this shit. What the fuck happened to him? Because, like, listen, J-Rocks, remember they had that beef because they had, like, a similar style or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember you interviewed them. I was listening to the radio.
Yeah.
We didn't even know each other by then.
Yeah.
And J-Rocks was like, yo, I don't know what that nigga talking about. I've been doing this shit for a long time, whatever.
Yeah.
So they had, because the style was very similar. And look at what J-Rocks did with that. And, like, look at what J.O.B did with the thing. It was like it's something that resonated with people.
Exactly.
They loved it. I love that shit.
Yeah, me too.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
What happened to J.O.B? You can't blame the world for your mishaps. I don't know, because you had it. You have the people's attention. Everybody was looking at you.
Yes.
Like you're the next big thing.
Yes.
Then whose fault is it that you're not the biggest thing right now?
It's his.
So why did he put out that record? Because it sounded like he was complaining.
He was complaining heavily.
He was complaining about his career being in shambles because of the people that he started with weren't with him anymore.
Yeah.
But my nigga, how many people did you start when you started out radio?
Yeah.
Like, how many people were you with then, and who are you with now?
Who are like my niggas then?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I came in this shit mad solo. And the thing is, it's like there's obviously other people who've gone on to do other things. You know what I mean? I remember my first edition, there were people like Len, Penifas Nyirenda now.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I thought I was gonna marry her.
Dude called MOB. I don't even know where MOB is at right now. Should have asked him, because he's a cowboy dude though. Should have asked Chims. It's like he's a cowboy dude.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of people just like we're all doing our own shit. But like I've never sat down and been like felt entitled or felt like, oh, like I'm a crew, us niggas are gonna take over shit. Ravishing has been my friend from day one.
Yeah.
It was 9-10 years. We
Yeah.
started radio together at Joy FM. But like I've never looked at her as, yo, you need to hook me up with this. You're a Radio Phoenix or whatever. It's like I've tried to bring her, at certain points where I'm at, and it's like, oh, you're talented. Come this side.
Yeah.
Let's try and do this. But like it's never really like anybody should feel entitled because look, you're probably on paper. Anyway, back then it looked like you're more talented.
He's definitely more talented.
Yeah, it's just like look, you have the ability to produce.
Yeah. That's a gift.
That's a gift.
If you're able to produce shit and like rap over the shit, because like because I know rappers probably you've got like a melody in your head, but you don't know how to put it down on the thing. So you have to like talk to someone to try and bring it out.
Exactly.
Shit. So you're handicapped because of that.
Yeah.
It could probably even like stunts your creative process a little bit.
No, it does. It does.
But you were able to do both.
It's kind of like
why are you not even just one of the biggest producers in the country right now? Like, whose fault is that?
Look, for me, it's about the passion, the drive, and all of these different things. And I can't speak on his.
Yeah.
But I would think that a person who has that many tools in his toolbox can be able to walk over to any nigga, slap.
Yes.
Whoever, be like, yo, nigga, this is what I can do. I don't even have, you don't even have to be directly affiliated to thingy, to XYZ. But like, you can be just like, look, I'm going to produce your beats here and there. It's like, I'll be sending you beats.
Yeah.
As long as we still see that J.O.B. produced by J.O.B. Something.
Yeah.
But like, if you're gonna distance yourself and feel like, niggas are not helping you or going out of their way to help you, because very few people go out of their way to help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
True.
Everybody got bills to pay, trying to keep the lights on and all of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start. It's like there's certain people that you could be. It's like, okay, you're struggling here and there. Let me try and help you get here. But like, it's not going to be my day job.
Yeah.
To look out for you.
My gosh. And then he brought up the girl thing.
Yeah, I mean, that was weird.
I'm like, yo, why are you doing this, man?
Yeah, that was weird.
What the hell, bro? Like, it's almost like, it's like a pity party, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like, you can't even feel pity, because it's like, nigga, why should we feel sorry for you? You had all the tools in your corner. You had everyone's attention. You were on radio.
Yeah.
That means you were a mainstream artist at some point. Yeah. And everyone was looking at you like, you are the guy that's going to take this forward.
Yeah.
You probably just didn't evolve or something. Like, you didn't change your style. Like, look at how Bobby East has changed over the years with his style.
Bobby East, J-Rocks.
J-Rocks doesn't rap the same way he used to back in the day.
No.
Even Slap D doesn't
rap
the way he used to back in the day. Everybody has to evolve. Jay-Z ain't rapping the same way. Like, you have to make certain steps, and you can't blame everybody else for your misfortunes. Like, when you look into the mirror, like, who are you seeing yourself?
Because, I probably even would have, maybe I would even have respected it more if it was probably more of a diss. Because that wasn't a diss.
Yeah.
It was just complaining a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have respected it a little bit more and been like, yo, if he was like, nigga, where were you at? You know, talk trash at the end of the record or something like that. Because it's like, look, he's your boy. And like, I mean, if your boy's like that, you niggas got trash on each other.
Straight.
It would have been.
They could fuck shit up. And he did throw a little bit out.
Yeah,
but
like it's like he could have done more. Probably that would have been more, for lack of a better term, more hip hop. And he probably would have had my attention more, because it's like, at a certain point, I just felt like, it's like, God damn, nigga is complaining too much.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
It's like, my nigga, come on. I'm sorry, but it's like, there's been people even in our industry who were like the big shit, and they didn't realize it, or maybe they took advantage, or they took it for granted, and they did shit, and it fucked up their careers.
Sure.
Who do you blame in that instance? It's your fault.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
you.
Absolutely.
Look, I'm sorry, but I can't feel sorry for someone who, you had everything going for you.
But the thing is, here's the thing. It's like, even just that statement, you know how wrong that statement is. It's like, why do you want pity from us? It's like, you shouldn't put out a record and then people feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
That's not what you're trying to.
Because that's what he wanted, right?
It's like, that's not the type of emotion you want to elicit from people. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then niggas should start feeling so he's thinking, yeah, my J.O.B. Nobody wants that. Nigga, you're a hip hop artist.
Who's ever blown up in history because some people were like, oh my gosh, look at that. So sorry.
That's why for me it's like, yo, if you're gonna do something, just might as well that could probably have been, he should have recorded that shit and taken it to Bobby East and be like, yo, bro, this is how I feel. Because that's some personal shit between the two of you.
It's not compelling for anyone else.
It's not compelling for anybody else. It's like, yeah. Too bad, We're going to move on and start waiting for the next Bobby East hit.
Yeah. We want the new fucking Van Damme and shit.
So for me, it's just like, look, if he even said just like, yo, was on something like, yo, I'm going to go after this nigga, and hey, anybody else can get it, XYZ included. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going at you, motherfucker.
I'm going at you.
I don't give a fuck. Going in.
You know, like that shit in movies where it's like, yo, you're my brother, but I have to kill you. I love you, but I have to kill you. Type shit.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking epic in my head. You know, like,
and
that
the execution was just so like, should have started. Drum up some shit on social media. Dramatize it. Yeah. Make it into a fucking moment.
Yeah.
But then you just put out a record and that was it. And all the posts I saw from people was, oh, this shit makes me sad. B-Flow, I hope they patch it up, whatever. I'm like, nah, nigga, these niggas need to go When was the last time we had a beef in this fucking industry? It's been too long. And so at this moment, I'm like, yo, yes. Yeah. This is great. We're going to get some dirt out of this. Yeah. You know, Bobby East comes out with that record. I'm like, yo, so J.O.B.'s going to come back with this shit, whatever. It's going to be about to be a fucking crazy moment. And then they patched it up.
Yeah. Quickly.
I was mad at that, bro. Quickly. I'm sorry. I love peace, but fuck it. This is hip hop, okay?
Quickly. They patched it up real quick.
But what do you think about Bobby East's response?
I mean,
Killmonger freestyle.
I really didn't like it. I think it was just okay.
Over the Jay-Z beat.
For me, again, it was one of those. I also didn't need to hear that from him.
Yeah.
You know. Maybe he should have taken a little bit more time.
True.
Maybe he should have done a Drake and just been,
quiet
on another song. On another song, jabs on another song, subliminals on another song, somebody else's song even.
It's interesting because we spoke to him and he gave us his perspective on how he treats beefs now.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm gonna just say some fly shit on a mainstream record.
Yeah.
And people will know it's about you. If I want them to know.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be some cryptic shit and you are the only one that's going to know that I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
So he comes out with that. I'm taken aback because you are who you are. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest artists in the country.
Yeah.
That means everything that you do has to be larger than life or glossy if you want. Like make it fucking sexy.
Yeah.
That was a mess.
Yeah.
I saw somebody somebody had said it's like it just sounds like he wrote a bunch of things and he was just saying them on the song.
No, that's true. It felt like
it wasn't even like you could tell these are bars he probably wrote in 20, 30 minutes, or he could have taken his time, but he didn't structure them properly.
Maybe he was hurt.
And the thing is, he put out the tweet where he was like, "Yo, if you're my OG, I'm never gonna say anything bad about you."
That's the thing that was surprising.
If you're whatever,
but J.O.B, Ben Blazer, you're my
and then,
OG.
And then you come out with the record. Yeah, it's like keep the same energy.
Yeah.
Why didn't he keep the same energy? He got into his feelings.
I think he got into his feelings, and I think because it's like. Maybe because of the buzz that the song had. At that particular time, he felt like... I think he felt that it would last long. You know what I mean? In the heat of that moment, I think he thought it would last long and this would be something that people continue talking about and whatever. But, I mean...
You know what? I don't think it was his idea, to be honest. I don't think it was else? I think it was probably H-Mac's idea.
It's like, here you should reply.
Yeah. Because it doesn't make sense for you to tweet something and say, I'm never going to say shit about you if you're my OG. And then the next thing is you drop a fucking record.
And then patch it up.
Exactly. Yeah. After that, after you say all these things, after you say, hey, nigga, you talking about the girl, you were fucking married.
Yeah.
You a fucking married nigga. Why you talking about a woman who, hey, that's some crazy shit. You're already like, you're with the shits. That means, nigga, fuck you. I don't care. You try to end my career. But that's what he said on the record.
Yeah.
Like, in other words, it's like, I'm paraphrasing here. It was like, yo, you know where I'm at in the industry. And you know shit like this could fuck me up.
Yeah.
And I think that's the perspective that probably H-Mac or somebody in his camp used. It's like, yo, this shit could fuck you up. So what you should do is put out a record and give your perspective on the song. And reply to this shit.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If you and I had beef and whatever, am I going to go on some platform and talk about shit? Are you going to do that? Like,
no, not at all.
Nah. It's weird. Like, we're going to deal with it as brothers. You know what I mean? And that doesn't involve the rest of the world.
Not at all.
Yeah.
We don't need to know.
We don't.
We don't need to know. Again, for me, for the sport of hip-hop, for the sport of just, the arena and niggas going at each other in a battle.
Yeah.
It would have been dope if it was an actual diss record. Mm-hmm. But like the personal shit,
yeah.
I felt like, yo, I can't speak about that, nigga. You talking about your dad died or something. Niggas didn't show up to the funeral and whatever. And I'm like,
come on, man.
Yo.
Come on. And then he took your girl. Like, why do you think he took your girl, nigga? He got a bigger dick. Basically, everybody see this dick. Like, we know why. We know why the chick left you. Like, at this point, like, he's making jokes about his dick and shit now. So people are, they'll be like, oh, so he left you. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you for that particular situation. Yeah. Nobody's going to look at him like a fucking fuck nigga or anything. It's like, nah.
So big dick niggas be out here stealing people's girls?
Yes. Swung his dick on that chick. She's like,
Ludo says size doesn't matter. You remember? Ludo said that size doesn't matter.
Yeah. Ludo's full of shit for that. And I love Ludo, but
she said size doesn't matter. She's not, and she actually refused. She was like, she's not trying to get with Bobby Eats because it's like she's put up a whole bunch of tweets about him and whatever.
Yeah, no, I believe her.
My brother and whatever.
I believe her. For
you
that.
Believe her?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, you think they're fucking?
No, I don't think so. No, but like, it's like if they smash, it's not like they're gonna come out and tell us.
Of course.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, talking about Ludo just a little bit. Do you feel a bit weird when you go to her Grammy, she's sexy, and then there's that story that came out that, she was talking about the pastor singer dude who was, doing this shit and whatever, trying to get with her. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I feel kind of weird, bro. Like,
why do you feel weird?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, I don't know if I should be thirsty or not. I don't know. It's weird.
Why? Because MKV tried to get him with her?
I don't know, man.
She's pretty, man.
She is. She's a beautiful woman. So I'm just like, yo, I don't know. I'm weird like that. I don't know. I don't know. If I was ever gonna make a move on Ludo, I don't know if I ever will now.
Why? Because the nigga tried to hook up with her like that. Tried to force himself on her, basically.
I don't know, bro. I need to collect my thoughts on this and explain it. It's a weird thing. You know what I mean? I mean, she's very attractive.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. But then after that story,
you're like, what? Do you feel sorry for her? Do you feel like, no, you should cover her up? Don't be sexy.
Maybe that's
because
what it
another
is.
Nigga might come at you like that.
Maybe not that last point.
Yeah,
but yeah. Oh, I don't know.
But I think she's just one of those who just doesn't let shit define her like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's a free spirit. She's an amazing woman, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I just like I don't know.
Still my favorite female MC.
Me too.
My favorite poet.
I just don't know. I'm gonna call you, Ludo, so we can talk about this because I need to. I need to understand why I'm feeling this way.
And why do you think Ludo has the answers about how you feel?
Because I don't know. That's a very good question. I don't know. No, but I just feel like I should extend her the courtesy of knowing how I feel.
Nice. Fam.
So she should know.
Those are your damn issues. Alright? Forget about it.
You know what? Like, speaking of all this shit, so how are we going to end this Bobby East situation before we move on, first of all? What are your final thoughts of it?
My final thoughts are, it was the most unnecessary week and a half for a very long time. In a very long time.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
So you like wrestle with the hogs, and then next you're clean.
Yeah.
Like
it was.
Forget about everything we said. We're cool now. And are they really cool? Do you believe that shit?
No.
I don't believe it because
I think they want again. All right. I think they want to be cool. The intention is there.
Yeah.
And probably there was reaching out from Bobby East's end, and be like, yo, let's talk about this. Let's whatever. And they obviously did that and they've moved on. But it's not moving on to the point of, it's kind of like, nigga, you destroyed the house together with the freaking foundations.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then now you're like, okay, look, okay, let's stop breaking down the house. And then they'll stop breaking down the house. but the house is already broken down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to rebuild that shit from the underground all the way up. So it's
Yeah.
gonna take a very long time, and it's not gonna be some instant shit.
Yeah, you gotta take their time with this,
Yeah.
because obviously it's something there's tension between them that's been there for a long time.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know,
I mean, for a nigga to feel like the only way to get your attention is to drop a record, it's a deep issues, man. He could just give you a buzz.
yeah,
Be like, yo, I want to talk to you, man. Let's talk about this. I don't like this. I feel like, you know, I've been let down. You niggas are happening and popping. You know,
yeah,
that shit happens all the time. Niggas go get niggas from the hood. You know, be part of the entourage in the United States. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Give him a gold chain. You know, give him a Camry.
True.
Some shit.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
But at this point, I would actually say it would be important for him to probably get some therapy so he can deal with whatever issues he's got.
Where do they
'Cause-
offer therapy in Lusaka, bro?
There's a lot of places.
For real?
Yeah, there's individuals out there that offer their services. So you
Like
can
professional
yeah,
psychologists.
Yeah.
Who you can just talk about.
Yeah. They charge you by the hour. So,
yeah.
you know.
So they're expensive.
Some people will charge, I don't know, if it's 500 kwacha a lot of money.
I don't know.
That's pretty,
That's
pretty decent.
That's
yeah.
pretty decent.
So for maybe, you know, let's say 2 hours, sit down with somebody for just a week. I mean, once a week rather.
Yeah.
And, you know, next week you go back and speak to them and stuff. Just rebuild, like, you know, your mental.
I think they need to have a beer. That's it, man.
The beer won't be enough. Nah.
They need to have a beer.
They need to have that beer, but they need to have beers.
Yes. They need to have a beer, just, you know, talk about shit, get
Yeah.
to the point where both of them are tipsy and they can, you know, talk about real shit. It's like if it's been I don't know how many years and you still affected that nigga got your girl.
Yeah.
It's like,
Clearly some unresolved issues.
yeah, I mean, unless you were looking at her like, yo, she's gonna be future baby mama or something like that. But if it was one of those,
was
you
married.
know, groupie, whatever that,
God.
it's great, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is, man.
Does this do anything to Ruth? Because she's the woman that we're talking about. And Bobby is the one that put it out there. I wasn't, when J.O.B. said it, yo, you took my girl, I didn't think it would be Ruth.
Yeah.
And then Bobby comes out and says, yo, yeah, this shit happened. And then my karma was the video leaking and shit like that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So she's out in SA doing stuff with Shekinah and whatever now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Dope.
I saw her post some stuff
Hey,
up.
make your moves, girl.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Crazy ass motherfucker. Now let's get to Swish. The OG Swish. Swish. Dropping Funk Master Flex bombs today. So before I play this fire record, tell me what you think, how important Swish is to Avondale. You're from there.
Yeah. I live there. House number 935.
You didn't answer the question. So
No, what question?
I just
It's
asked
like,
you.
nigga, we're not gonna spend time talking about Swish. Fuck that shit.
Yo, why
real.
don't you respect Swish, man?
You need
You've been
to stop
pushing for a long time.
You niggas need to stop clowning Swish.
What you mean?
Because
I'm not clowning him. I'm being real.
apparently, number one, if it's ever listened to the podcast, from the time Tick was here,
Oh yeah, we did talk about him when Swish
we
was
talked
there.
about him.
Oh,
we talked about Swish because Critic did a track with Swish.
Yeah, I still trash him for that. Till
Yeah.
today. Slap D did a track with Swish. Now, here's the thing, right? Like, we know Swish is not a wordsmith, right? So why do people do records with him? Prominent people.
Because he pays them.
So there's no integrity in
No.
music.
I mean, there is some integrity.
Where's the integrity in that shit?
Well, there's no integrity in that, but like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If a nigga bugging you, it's like, yo, do a record with me. Do a record with me, right?
You could tell him you're busy
Yes.
and he'll understand.
Yes. And then it says, it's like, oh, no, do a record with me. I'll pay you $5,000. Do a record with me. I'll pay you $7,500. Do a record with me. I'll pay you $10,000. At some point, you're gonna be like, oh.
So you think that's what's happening?
I think that's what happened. In fact, I'm sure that's what happened. It was all about the money. It wasn't like, it's like, yo, have you heard this kid from Avondale called Swish?
Yeah.
Yo, let's to do a track with this nigga.
I mean, Tony, you say he's dope, right?
No
Yo,
comment.
come on, keep the same energy, man. Shit.
He pleads
Come
the
on,
fifth.
come on, man. Talk about it. Come on, Tony. No, Tony is just quiet.
Tony's not saying
Yo,
shit.
come on, man. Come on. Tony's like, fuck this shit. I'm not getting at that. All right, let me drop another bomb then. Oh. So, I saw people tweeting me, asking me, what's the name of the record that I talked about where Swish rhymed Avondale with cowbell?
Yeah.
Because I love y'all so much, I'm going to do it. I'm going to play the record.
Shit.
You can find his whole catalog on Reverb Nation. You know what's so funny is I forgot the name of the record. I called JJ.
Okay.
And JJ was like, yo, that's Avondale's Finest Part 2. I'm like, how the fuck do you know this shit? He's like, yo, that's my shit. JJ full of shit. All right, so here it is. Still Avondale's Finest. I feel like Swish put out a record first. It was called Avondale's Finest, right? And then, you know, he started blowing up. He became, don't laugh when I'm talking about Swish.
He became popular.
He popped, right? And then people in the hood were like, nigga, you becoming too fucking Hollywood for us, man. What the fuck's going on? Then Swish goes, oh, y'all think I don't remember where I'm from? Remember that old record I did? I'm going to do a part 2. And this is taken from the same career EP that dropped in September of 2013. Don't walk out of that door, bro. We're about to listen to some Swish.
No.
Funk Flex Bomb! Now listen to these bars.
Holla at Your Boy Records.
From Holla at Your Boy Records. Woo! It's the shit right here, nigga. You ain't never heard no hard shit like this ever, nigga. All you fucking rappers better wake the fuck up. This the real shit right here. Come on. Swish, go in.
Part 2, you know me well. Yeah, it ain't hard to tell. I represent the hood that rhymes with cowbell. Yeah. Nigga, that's Avondale. And I'm the finest, like a prince from a fairy tale. Same career, no magic trick here. So you won't see me disappear. I'm here, oh yeah. Other rappers dead like a deer. I'm still repping my hood with the haters everywhere. I keep my position, no musical chairs. No dog sign, but nigga beware. I don't wanna embarrass you, I'm still above sea level. Can't reach my altitude. Yeah. Nigga, I'm such a character. It's just a freestyle. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Rappers think they hard, they soft like lavender. They nervous on the mic. What modo? Barringer. Dapo ganger. Avondale aka Atlanta. Far right Swish Riley. I'm the real, you know propaganda.
Wait a minute. Avondale was called Atlanta?
No.
Well, the OG just said that, so we'll take his word. Let's continue with the record.
For the last real funny yes rapper standing and I'm branded forever tropical like a banner. Yeah. Man, you decide. I got 4 mixtapes on my name and your girl featured on them. She sang the verse, she sang the chorus. Your nieces, my cousin, your daughters were on it. Family and friends are important. My temperature above rap thermometer. Get an anemometer. My flow so fast and weird. The boy from Andromeda. It's not a mixtape, it's an EP. Standard play, same career. My department be right here. Yeah. All your niggas fake and hate. I'm real appreciate. Been rapping since 1997. I'm still going. Little weapon. Haha, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy. Got the sickest flow. And it goes like any money mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. Been rapping since 9 years old. I'm top billing. I'm just chilling. Winning on that centerfold.
Wait a minute. If he was 9 years old in 97, how old is he now? Do the math.
I don't care. I do not.
That's your OG.
Shit.
Funk Flex Bomb.
If I'm a masterpiece, a mosaic in the streets. So when they see my face, they respect me like I'm Japanese. Yeah,
Wait a minute,
information.
this is the bar I was telling you about. When they see him in the face, they respect him like he's Japanese.
Okay.
Oh, I ain't never heard no hard shit like this in my fucking life.
Technology, check out my website. Look for the link gallery. Do you like what you see? Color consistency, music we are delivery. Yeah, originality. I'm still on the road. No album out in store. This just a promo. Feels like I won the lotto. Overall, I think I am the best. I don't need no apps to test to prove it. I just do it like home improvement. No influence. I'm just a nuisance with a passion for music. Trying to get famous in an industry that's already polluted.
Hey.
I'ma do it my way. Change your sport. No rugby. I'm so fly. That's why your girl loves me. She loves you. Past tense. Present. I'm on your finest. She's into
That's why I'm fly. That's why your girl loves me. She loved you. Past tense.
fashion. And I still got designers. I still got fans. Secret admirers. Haters in disguises. I get paid. No surprises. Oh my
This ain't the hardest shit you ever heard,
touch
nigga.
like my desk. Yeah. I'm still up on those finest. Yeah.
Bars, nigga.
Yeah.
The best shit ever, nigga.
Yeah. I'm still up on those finest.
You niggas sleeping, man. Y'all need to wake the fuck up. Alright? This is the new wave, nigga. Whew.
It's not.
That's some shit from 2013, bro. That's some great workout music, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm about to
clearly.
get healthy and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be listening to Swish all
Wait,
day.
what's this shit playing now? We're done with Swish. Reverb Nation tried to play another record.
Okay, no, please don't.
No, my nigga.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Swish. Go out and get his records. Reverb Nation, baby. Search for Swish.
Yeah.
All right. What you want to talk about, man? That was a great moment. I really enjoyed that shit.
Clearly.
We should do that more. I feel like we should play a Swish record every single week.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
You want to play a Swish record every single week?
On the podcast.
It's like y'all need to give studios a restraining order. It's like Swish is not allowed within 300 meters
Bars.
of any recording studio.
God, how you gonna disrespect your OG
telling you.
like that?
I'm telling you, that's the shit that should happen, bro.
Alright, so what else happened this week, man? What's this story about the government offering employment opportunities in like
In the UAE,
yeah?
yeah.
They said
You've heard the stories, right? That come out from that side.
not really.
No.
Not before this whole kerfuffle.
Like there's a bunch of stories because a lot of people, especially in Ethiopia, all right, head down to work that side, in UAE, Dubai, or whatever, and they complain all the time about how mistreated they are.
Yeah.
Like it's bad. It's basically kind of like a slave that side, especially if you're working as a domestic worker, like just the maid.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right. There's story after story after story after story. You can look that shit up.
Yeah.
All right. And they obviously gravitate towards more because Ethiopia is mostly Muslim.
Yeah.
And they go that side because, mostly Muslim.
Yeah. So it's almost like the culture isn't too different.
Yeah,
from
it's
where
not
you're
too
coming from.
different. So if you're going to take a Zambian girl who is from a Christian nation, as we call it, and is probably, more inclined to Jesus Christ and all of those different things, and then you're going to make her put on, what you might call it? There's the sari, I don't know what
the
the full,
hijabs or whatever
yeah,
they call
the
them.
full get down is cold.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, how do you think that's going to play out
Yeah.
for her? Number one, they know she doesn't believe in Allah.
Yeah.
And you know what people believe? Like people like staunch, those radical people, the people who are strong in their faith. If you do not believe in Allah, then you are the equivalent of a dog or a pig.
That's literally what they say.
Yeah.
Wow. Side note on that, on the clothing that the women wear, where they cover their faces. Somebody told me that some people from here wear that shit when they've over bleached their skin.
Zambians?
Yeah. So imagine, that's so fucking clever. Like, your skin is messed up. So to cover that shit up, you wear that shit. Nobody's gonna see your face.
Yeah.
That's like a permanent solution. I mean, you're stealing from another culture, but
I mean, there's a girl I used to know back in the day.
it's a perfect solution, bro.
There's a girl I used to know back in the day. I think her name is Michelle or something like that. I don't remember clearly. She used to live in Madras. I remember this. And I don't know where she is now.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is, it's like I liked her. You know, she had a little piercing on the nose, and she had another one on the tongue, on her lip, and whatever. And I kind of liked this. Like, yo, she kind of sassy. She's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You know, little short girl and whatever. And I started talking to her.
Yeah.
And then on this one particular day, you know, I saw her and she was wearing, you know, the head thingy.
Yeah.
You know, just the head thingy, you know, just covering her hair, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, is she Muslim?
So you never
whatever.
talked to her?
No, like I spoke to her, you know, like initial conversation. Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing? My name is Daniel, blah, 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 the whole shabaski.
Yeah.
But like it never started getting down to, you know, the deep shit.
Okay.
Because she's one of those, like, oh, okay, I like her. And she was a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
And then when I started talking to the friend was like, I don't know if you should really mess with her like that. And I'm like, why? She's like, she likes other type of guys. I'm like, okay. It's like, yeah, especially now she's turning more and more Muslim, you know? And then the crazy thing is she started bleaching her skin.
So she became Muslim and started bleaching her skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the weird thing is, it was, I don't know, maybe she was popping pills. It wasn't one of those where, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was popping pills. So she was getting light everywhere, like proper light. And I'm like, and so that's how come I stopped talking to her. Saw her like 9 months later and she was brown. She was colored, bro.
Shit.
And from that
Did she
time,
look
and
good?
then she started wearing the full get down, you know. Head covered, hair covered, and everything. Her face was showing, but like everything else was just.
That's like a weird identity crisis type thing. Like, why would you want to do that?
I don't know. Like her friend was basically trying to tell me, it's like she was trying to hook up with Indians and Muslims and whatever. She didn't want to hook up with black guys.
Oh, so she was racist.
Because, she was Uncle Ruckus. In female form, you know, it's
That
like,
what vertiligo.
Yeah, so she
vertiligo,
switched
actually. Wow.
And then after that, gone.
Auntie Ruckus. We should probably
Auntie
call
Ruckus. You know, so that was something that was extremely weird. But that was a little side note.
That's an expression I don't think I ever thought I'd ever hear.
Yeah.
Auntie Ruckus.
Auntie Ruckus.
Oh, shit.
So, for me.
So you wanted to fuck Auntie Ruckus? Would that have been like dope for you? To fuck Auntie Ruckus?
No. Like, it's like, look, I'm just like, I got no time to start dealing with people with issues that deep, fam. You don't want those problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the devil might just decide to pull a very serious joke and boom, she gets pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you're stuck with this person for the rest of your life.
Why would you blame the devil for busting a nut? That's your nut, nigga.
Yes, it's my nut. But like the thing is like, yo,
what, the devil's gonna come through and take off the condom?
No, he's gonna bust it. It's gonna bust the condom like that.
with his trident, like
Make those babies. Nigga, you fuck for life.
Oh shit.
You know? But like, look, the public outcry about this was because the people, some people might not know, but there's a whole bunch of people who've heard the stories of going to work that side is problems.
Yeah, I heard some people jump off buildings to just kill themselves
Yeah.
because it's that bad.
Dude, this was on not even that side, Africa. Senegal, the first lady, this was what, 2-3 months ago, was in Senegal, right? And
First lady of this country?
Of this country.
Uh-huh.
And she met Zambians in Senegal who couldn't come back here because and they're being mistreated like crazy that side. Niggas take them, Senegalese guys have taken them to Senegal, right? Had children with them, took the children and chased them.
Wow.
Chased the Zambian woman. It's like, go, I don't want you. She doesn't have a passport. She doesn't have jack shit.
Senegalese people, why would they do that? That's weird. Wait, so this is like it's like a system? Like that's just what people do over there? Or
Yeah, because even though there was one who was saying it's like the time she went there, because it's like, especially in Kitwe, maybe now it's reduced. In Kitwe, they had a lot of Senegalese people living there. You know what I mean? So one of the ladies was actually saying she went that side when she was 14. So these Senegalese guys have money, obviously.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
When she was
child
14.
marriage or whatever. So she goes that side. She's growing up. She's that side. She's got nothing. She's got no relatives. She doesn't know anybody. She's locked in the house. All he does is have sex with her and have kids with her.
Yeah.
All right. After he's done or whatever, he doesn't want her anymore. He chases her. This was with the first lady of this country.
Yeah.
They were complaining to her.
Did she manage to get them back here?
No, she said the government is going to work at it or whatever it is. That's what she said. The clip is there. I think you can find it on different platforms.
I hope. Where can I find that clip?
I don't know, man.
Is it on Webantu or something like that?
I don't know if it was on Webantu, but I saw this on the news. This was on the news.
Which news? Is that NBC?
NBC, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so
that means we won't find that clip.
That might be crazy, But, why? What's the reasoning for you to want people to go work that side? You can't create jobs here.
There you go. Job creation. And that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
It's like, PF is a working government. We're creating jobs for you to go and make 10 to 15,000 kwacha abroad, being maids or drivers or whatever.
That's some bullshit.
And my first reaction to that was, is that the best we can export?
That's the thing.
As a people? Like, is that the best you can export as a government? It's like, we're taking maids and drivers to another country. I'm like, what about exchange programs or some shit like that? Like where you get medical doctors or some shit. They go and learn stuff like outside the country. Like something crazy. Who was telling me this? They were like, no, it was actually Shook. Shook was telling me it's like if you want to check what you're allergic to, they take blood samples and send them to India.
Yeah.
We can't do that here, bro.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Something that shouldn't be too complicated.
Yeah.
Just checking because I've got allergies myself.
Yeah, crazy ass allergies.
Yeah, fucked up. I don't even. They get triggered sometimes. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
It would be nice to know what exactly those different things are.
Yeah.
But you can't do it here.
Yeah. And remember?
Wouldn't it be easier to just take people here? They go that side, learn stuff. We buy the infrastructure. We get the stuff. And you're able to use them here. Like those should be programs we should be aiming for. But we're exporting drivers and maids.
Yeah. Bruh.
That's laughable. And you say you're creating jobs.
Here's the thing, right? I've said it before. UTH is trash. And with that said, you remember the whole story is like, oh no, Zambian doctors successfully separate Siamese twins and whatever. And then I was like, oh shit, damn, this nigga's out here doing the most. And it's like, oh, Zambian and their Italian counterparts. And
we're like, oh, there you go.
There you go. It's like,
that's the answer.
You damn Zambians were in the room. You didn't do shit. You will probably be the nigga they were telling us like, yo, pass the scalpel. Yeah, pass the sponge. You know what I mean? Like, and then we're like, oh no, yeah, we did. Nah, you didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Italians came all the way from freaking Italy.
Yeah.
Came down here, did an operation for you, and you niggas got some credit.
Wow.
Garbage.
But the way they played it out in the media was the Zambian doctors did it. They made the shit happen.
Nah, nigga, we've been importing doctors to do this shit for a long time.
Yeah.
We had to go get Dr. Ben Carson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Man's a legend over here, man.
Yeah.
People forget.
He's
Ben
a legend
Carson,
everywhere, actually. He was trying to run for president, but he was too boring for that shit.
Yeah, nah,
but
he's not good for that.
Nah, not at all.
No.
But the thing is, it's like, look, for me, it's, you kind of see where we're at in our thinking. It's like, so that's the best you can do? Like Dubai, the United Arab Emirates and whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's, like Dubai is a freaking technology hub right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you see it on the BBC all the time. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, they have police stations with no police people in there.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do
Like there's a robot that takes your freaking, it's like, oh, this is my case. Or maybe I've lost my phone. Or my phone was stolen. Whatever. Shit like that doesn't happen that time. You know? But like,
the
it's
robot
like,
is a
yeah,
mwami.
it's just like, it'll tell you. It's just like, it says. It's like, oh, okay, file your complaint here, blah, 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 blah.
Mwami robot.
Yeah. And in whatever hours, we will get back to you. It's like,
That's actually
but like,
quite
you're
funny.
like, oh, no. What we want to do is send maids.
Yeah, no, that's
The priority.
That's very disappointing. And people were like, "Oh, this is amazing, whatever," and then it's like, "Nah, nigga, it's not.
It's not.
This is horrible.
It's
Like,
extremely horrible."
And then to hear that people are treated like slaves when they go that side, even just makes that deal worse. But you see, people don't have access to that information, so some people will actually fall for that bullshit.
No, they will.
You know,
because the thing would be just like, no, tintipeleke Jane ayendo kakasebenza zambutumandala.
Zambutumandarama, yeah. Basically,
Google some stories, please.
yeah,
Spread this information.
yeah.
Google some stories. It's like these niggas. That's it. No, it was obviously not saying it's everybody.
Yeah.
All right, but like there is a large population. These are stories that have come out probably every 6 months for the past 6-7 years. You know, keep in mind, people go to Dubai and all of that, but like the people who go to Dubai, they have holidays and whatever, and they come back here. The people who live in the actual town center of the actual Dubai, and whatever, is not many.
Yeah.
Most of the workforce lives outside of the main city, and they travel in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't get to see the other side of Dubai. All they show you is the glitz and the glamour.
Yeah.
There's the other side of Dubai. Every country has this, man.
Gold-plated Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
Cheetahs for a pet. You know.
It's not everybody living like that, my friend.
Glossy buildings and whatever. I mean, it's impossible for a country or nation to just have 100% rich people.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
It's same with Zambia, man. Like, we got great places and we got fucked up places.
Yeah.
South Africa, same thing.
Same thing.
And what's crazy about Africa is, like, the hoods all kind of look the same.
Yeah.
You notice that shit? They'll be like, oh, this is like a hood in like Senegal. And you're like, yo, that looks like fucking Galingalinga or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the shanties in South Africa sometimes, like,
Okay, those are extreme.
Because this is just
We don't have like houses made out of like like roofing sheets and shit.
Yeah.
That's some extreme shit.
Too much.
And I remember like I was seeing something like in like Cape Town, they were showing this aerial shot of like how different the hoods are. Like one side is those roofing sheet houses and shit, and then just a few inches away is this posh
Glossy
neighborhood, bro.
There you go.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I can't help but think that that's the same thing here. Like when you go, if you were to go on top of the space or whatever and see how like Mtendere and Kablonga are like so different.
So close.
Because the houses are like closer to each other on one end, and then now there's like yards and shit everywhere.
Mtendere and PHI.
Yeah,
You know, like,
shit like that. Exactly. I think
Yeah.
that's even a better example.
Yeah.
Because they're literally just right across from each
There's
other.
a road that divides it.
Yeah.
Road that divides it.
Yeah.
You know.
How crazy is it that just crossing a road, when you cross the road, is a different lifestyle?
Yeah.
Just
Crossing
the
a road. Yeah.
People there are good.
Yeah.
And on the other side, it's wild.
It's wild.
You have to, draw your water from a certain place or whatever like that. It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. Like,
Yeah.
I guess that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
You know, that's the world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
The haves and the have-nots, where you can literally see it's like, oh, the haves, have-nots
Yeah.
from across the street.
True.
That's how wild it is, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But it is what it is. But that's a trash move by the government.
Yeah, very trash.
Just to put it out there, you know what I mean? Trash move.
That just shows you that people aren't really thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're really thinking about the people, you're going to do your best to give them the best. You know what I mean? Like, why can't those people who you want to make maids and drivers, put them in schools where they can learn some new skills?
Yeah.
That'll be more like sustainable for them in the long term. Like, can our people are just seen as people like, you're telling me that those people are not able to start businesses or something. You can't empower them with something.
Something.
Like,
Look.
you just look at them as people that are going to be, well, not slaves or whatever, like just servants
Yeah. Because,
in another country.
Yeah. Because the thing,
You
for
can't
me-
even regulate that because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
different place.
Look, for me, I feel, and this is my feeling, disagree, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, my feeling is, if you're in a position of government,
Yeah.
your number one thing should be, it's like, let's take people out of the country and find them, shit to do somewhere else. There is obviously a certain population. It's like, look, if you can afford it, if you can afford to send your kid to the United States for school, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, nobody's going to force you. It's like, oh, no, send them here.
Yeah.
You're going to do that. They'll go to the United States and whatever. If they want to stay there and you can afford to pay and they can afford to make a lifestyle for themselves that side,
Yeah.
well and good.
Yeah.
But like, there's certain people who are not privileged, who don't have that type of money. Your job should be, I want to make your life as great as it possibly can be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be about just like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? No, take them to UAE. Take them to Dubai. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be that.
Yeah.
Like,
Lack of
this
creativity.
person is this person is already poor and whatever, and they go that side, and all this. There's people who are probably start working for somebody who's extremely rich.
Yeah.
Number one, they're black.
Yeah. That's the first factor you have
They're
to put
black.
in there. Racism is a motherfucker.
Yeah, they're black.
Yeah.
They're Christian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see right there, bro?
It's a
That's a
mismatch.
problem.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
Ish.
Like,
I don't-
Dubai doesn't have a poor population. Or
Yeah, like, it's
people who
like,
can
who
be
can
servants
be-
over
yeah.
there. Like, why do we have to export our people?
because they know it's like, yo, these motherfuckers are slave drivers.
Yeah.
We're not trying
Yeah.
to work for these niggas.
Yeah, there you go.
Forget about it.
It's much easier for a Zambian to be a maid or a driver here because like we have compassion for each other. I mean, some people are motherfuckers.
Yeah, obviously.
But generally, we're very loving people, and if it's like our own, we'll be able to take care of them.
And look,
You know what I mean?
Like, we just got started with giving, casual workers or whatever, like maids and whatever, minimum wage.
Yeah,
Because there's a minimum wage now.
yeah.
That
Took
everybody,
too long for them to implement
that
that,
everybody
by the way.
has to adhere to.
Yeah.
So if you're a maid, you're the house help and whatever, you should know that there's a certain amount that you're supposed to get paid, a minimum amount.
Because you can
Yeah.
regulate it here.
Yeah,
right?
you can regulate
it's
it.
easier like that.
You
yeah.
know?
If
So
you're getting
you
mistreated, you could go to the
yeah.
labor
You
office or
send
whatever.
somebody that side, and then the boss says, I don't want you to have a phone.
There you go.
And then instead of giving them whatever, if it's $100 a week or $50 a week, they decide, no, we're not going to give you.
Yeah.
Or
but
they give them peanuts or food here and there.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
you can't control
Because
that.
niggas that side, they take away your passport.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably if you're a maid. I don't know how many maids are flying, But like if it's your first time flying out, you fly out and then your boss tells you, it's like, oh, give me a passport.
Yeah.
They take away your passport, they take away your IDs and everything. And then no, if you want to move, because it's like, yo.
Why are you using the accent, bro?
I don't know.
You're
It's
racist.
involuntary. It's like these niggas just now, I think it's this year, when they've allowed, it's like the women will actually be allowed to start driving.
Yeah, I remember I saw
This
that.
year.
Yeah.
You know, it was lifted, the ban was lifted last year, but like this year, now they start driving. They can be out on the roads. So think about that. They're just basic human rights that you look at as basic human rights. They just, you know, it's like, okay, now women can drive. They've been given permission to drive vehicles.
Even voting, like, are they able to vote now? Maybe they just gave them that right, like, recently.
Yeah. And then you're gonna send Zambian girls, Zambian women that side.
Yeah.
With their beautiful selves.
Nah, that's not cool.
Okay.
That is not cool.
Okay.
All right, man. Should we play some Swish a little bit?
No.
Because it became a little depressing in here.
No.
Swish just lights up the room. All right, we won't play some Swish. But
No,
let's
it's just like I was about to say
let's
something.
talk about the Grammys. Last week, obviously, we had the interview, so we didn't talk about it. But yeah, let's get into the Grammys, man. Which, you know, Drake and his speech.
And his speech.
Being cut off, apparently. Apparently, they say they didn't cut him off intentionally. Because, like, if you watch it, he sort of pauses a little bit.
Yeah.
People are like, there's round of applause and stuff. And then he was about to say something, and they played the music, and it was done.
It was over.
So afterwards, they say they asked him to go back on stage. Like, do you want to? If you want to go back on stage, we can give you that.
Yeah.
And he said no. I think I said whatever I wanted to say. It would have been very counterproductive for him to come out. It was like, oh, they cut me off. I'm back here. It's like, nah, nigga, it's cool. So he won. What he won? Did you win Song of the Year? Was it? Not Song of the Year. What song was that? It might have been Song of the Year. Record of the Year was Childish Gambino, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, you got to pull up the categories. It's been a minute. But yeah, he won, and then he said what he said. Then the situation with Childish Gambino, I was thinking, it's like, This Is America an impactful song without the video?
No.
Exactly.
It's actually a trash record.
It's not a trash record.
It's a trash record, bro.
Childish Gambino don't make no trash records, bro.
This is a trash record.
It's
a trash record without the video.
It's not a trash record.
You're not out there. You're not out there listening to Childish like, yo, damn, I haven't played that This Is America in a long time. Let me just bump it today at the crib.
True.
You're not gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Unless you're clowning around and want to do the moves, probably.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it's like you're not gonna listen to it by itself. It's like I tried it, you know, because it's like after it blew up and whatever, played it on the radio, and I'm like, damn.
It's not as
not
a
at all.
Great record like that.
Yeah, it's just like it makes sense because of the video and that's why
That's why he dropped it at the same time with the video and stuff. So that's why I was like, there's no way this song is gonna win awards. Like if we're talking about like really dissecting music and really was This Is America a great song? It's like it was made for a purpose and it worked.
Yeah, absolutely.
It went to #1 on the Billboard charts because of the video, because of the conversations that were being had on social media.
Yeah,
it's like people were like, oh, what the fuck what are people talking about? What is This Is America? You go to to YouTube, check out this song, and you're like, oh, the video is actually pretty dope and whatever. And then that's how it became this phenomenal shit. It was a moment in hip hop.
Exactly.
But there's no way that a record like that should win. I would think the experts who are dissecting this music and like choosing what's gonna win what would factor that into choosing which one wins. Sicko Mode should have won, bro. That was a fucking hit record.
Obviously.
Hot record.
But
didn't sound like anything else on the radio.
But you know how, kind of like how, for me, anyway, we can argue about this. Niggas can argue about this shit. For me, remember Oscar category that had Will Smith and Denzel Washington and I don't know who else. Back then when Denzel won the Oscar. Right? For Training Day.
Yeah.
Right? Training Day is an iconic movie.
Yeah.
Right? That movie was going up against Ali.
Yeah.
Another iconic movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For me, I legit felt that Ali should have won it. But I felt like they had passed up Denzel so many times in getting an Oscar.
Yeah.
I think they felt like, it's like, if we don't give him on this shit, it's just going to be crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, the whole movie, Training Day is a brilliant movie. Love it. But like when he acted was when he was shot in the ass. And, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he knew it was crazy for him. It's like it's wild for me right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The epic speech was like, I just live, you know, I run shit here, you just live here.
Yeah.
That whole speech.
Yeah.
That was like
King
okay,
Kong
here,
ain't got
nothing-
shit
yeah.
on me.
But like with Ali, the whole movie from the start to the end was just
Epic moments.
epic moments. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I felt like they just knew, it's like, look, we need to give this nigga his award.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been too long.
So how do you equate that to the Childish Gambino situation?
I feel like not just the Childish Gambino situation, but like the Cardi B situation.
Oh, there you go.
The number of women winning.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there was so much public outcry. I feel like now they're like, we have to do shit different.
So they're reacting.
They're reacting.
Because last year the president of the academy was like, after the award ceremony, because many males won, he was like, women need to step up.
Yes.
And he got a lot of flack for that.
Yeah.
And then this year you have all these women winning awards.
Yeah.
Like Cardi B, you listen to Nipsey Hussle's album?
Yes.
Victory Lap?
Yeah.
My nigga Daytona by fucking Pusha T. You telling me Cardi
on.
B's album
It's
is
just like,
better?
look,
come
come on
man.
now.
Fuck out of here.
You know? So for me, it's kind of like, it's kind of like how I felt at some point about the Zambian Awards we used to have here, sponsored by
The Zambian Music Awards.
Zambian Music Awards. That's what they were called.
Yes. You're trash for not remembering
No, I
that.
felt like at some point,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, the people who were supposed to win, get the award, were getting it. And then at some point, it just became like it's about numbers. The people who are supposed to win this shit are not really winning it. So it's at that particular point, I really feel like you're in a category, hypothetically speaking. You are Swish, and there's a critic.
Yeah.
And then there's Tim in the same category.
Yeah.
And then you, as Swish, you win.
Yeah.
What do you equate that to? Your raw talent? You're better than Tim and critic? You understand what it's like? How are you proud of something like that? Clearly, knowing clearly that you did not deserve this.
Yeah.
You Macklemore'd the fucking situation.
But Macklemore had a great album, though.
He had a great
That
album, but it was not better.
It wasn't better than
It
Kendrick's
was
album.
not better,
though.
and he admitted that shit.
Yeah. And
You
then
understand what I'm saying?
that's when Drake was like, yo, you all of us text messages. Should have all texted us to tell us that, you know.
Fuck Drake. Man. Shut up. You don't even
That's where
write
the
your own
beef,
music. Shut
there
up.
you go. So he won, Childish Gambino won Record of the Year.
Wasn't there to pick it up.
No, he didn't attend the.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, they actually asked him to perform, and he didn't perform. Song of the Year also went to This Is America, and you had God's Plan in there, All the Stars and stuff, Booed Up. You know, best new artist. Where's the hip hop shit, man? Fuck all this shit. Where's the hip hop? The rap category.
Best new artist was what? Dua Lipa, right?
Dua Lipa. She's dope. She's dope.
Yeah, very
She's
dope. Very dope. Very dope.
She can get it. Best rap performance went to King's Dead, Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock, Future, and James Blake. Not too mad about that.
Yeah.
It was actually a tie between that King's Dead and Bubbling by Anderson .Paak. Then there's Sicko Mode in there. We didn't watch that. We did wish that one more. Best rap song performance. This is America. This is America. Childish Gambino, and you got Pretty Little Fears, Black. I think Black is a little overrated. I think I know I would probably get flack for that, but it's like, you know, every time in the culture, there's always someone that's cool to like.
Yeah.
All the Twitter fuckers are like, yo, this is the shit. This is cool to fucking like this person.
Yes.
That's where Childish Gambino is.
Yeah.
That's where, you know,
Yeah.
Black is. People
Yeah.
like Daniel Caesar, like J. Cole. Like, they put these people in these.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, if you don't like this artist, you're full of shit. And
You're not lit. You're not woke.
You're not woke. Yes,
You're not
that's the
woke.
word, you know? And I listened to Black's album, and it sounds... You could tell that he got his inspiration from someone like Bryson Tiller.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have learned from Bryson Tiller off that, what's the name, Trap Soul album. And obviously he's spun it to make it something else. But it almost all just sounds the same. Very monotone, very... Nigga can't really even sing. Like, it's just auto-tune and shit. I don't fuck with Black like that. I mean, he's cool, but I don't like his music like that.
I tried to give it a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe sometimes it's one of those things that, you know, sometimes it's like if you can't relate to the music, you know, it doesn't really
Maybe I'm just not in
resonate
love.
with you.
Maybe I'm just not in love. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but like niggas are supposed to make you fall in love with this music, man. There's a whole bunch of people that you're like, yeah, I don't want to listen to this shit. I don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
And then you start listening to it, like, damn.
Yeah, I hear you.
Damn. And that's what music is supposed to do.
Best rap song, that's where Drake won with God's Plan.
Yeah.
And King's Dead was in there. Lucky You, Eminem, and Joyner Lucas. Amazing record.
Oh,
Sicko Mode, and then Win by J-Rock, bro. That's a fucking tune, bro.
Yo, you don't know how many times. It's like,
But God's Plan,
yeah,
was a huge record.
obviously,
Took the world by storm. Yeah,
you can't be mad at that. You know, it ticks all the boxes that.
Yeah,
you know.
it was dope.
Yeah,
like
it was dope.
it was hard not to like that record.
Yeah.
What are you doing hating on that record?
I don't
Fuck
know,
out of here.
Yo, Pusha T likes that song.
Yeah, that shit's hard. That shit's hard.
Like, look, there's certain things that everybody just has to admit. It's like, okay, look, this is dope. Point blank, period. This is dope. And God's Plan was the shit.
Yeah, it was dope. Best rap album, that's where Cardi B won. There's Mac Miller with Swimming, which is a great album. Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle, Daytona, Pusha T, and Astroworld, Travis Scott.
How?
I'm like, what?
How did she win?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like they're not really doing. I feel like it's a bunch of white people. You know what I mean?
I mean, they said they diversified their panel.
Yeah, but you know.
And by the results, you can see it's a bit different.
Yeah, it is. But the thing for me is,
But white people know Cardi B. When you look at these artists that won, it's like these are artists that white people know. If you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Childish Gambino, you know, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, best R&B album went to Her. You know the artist named Her, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. But yeah, like the people that generally won are like people that white people know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're letting the black people talk a lot in those meetings.
No, I don't think so.
It's like, okay, we hear you, nigger, but this is what we like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
we
what
like
white
Cardi
people
B.
like. Yeah, they like Cardi B. And the thing is, it's like right now Cardi, it's like, look, she's on the wave, she's a big artist. But like when you listen to her music, you know, it's where does it take you? What does it do for you?
Yeah.
You know? It's
Is her album gonna stand the test of time?
and the answer to that is no. Well, anyway, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Yeah. It's a cool album, but it's not a great. Like the Grammys are supposed to give the award to like the masterpiece of the year.
Exactly.
So who should have won in this category then, in your opinion? Because you got Mac Miller, Swimming, Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap, Daytona by Pusha T, Travis Scott, Astroworld.
I would have given it to Nipsey.
I would have given it to Daytona, Pusha T.
I would have given because
when you go jogging and listening to Daytona,
it would have been
dope.
also, you know, it would have kind of like, look, if you're gonna do random, not random shit, but like if you're going to try and make everybody happy, it's like don't just try and make everybody happy. It's like, oh, it's kind of like everybody gets a gold star for participating.
Yeah.
It's try and also, it's like, look, throw in the Nipsey Hustle. Then niggas is like, yo.
Yeah.
Then niggas can debate some shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because then, you know, people are gonna talk Daytona, Nipsey Hustle, you know, you can fight about the order in that. Probably the Cardi B album.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Enthusiast is gonna be the last one in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the last one.
True. Like a hip hop purist is not choosing Cardi B to win
not
that
at all.
award. But then again, when have the Grammys ever got it right? I remember when Lupe Fiasco was nominated for a Grammy for I think it was Food and Liquor, and then Ludacris won that year. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, have you listened to Food and fucking?
Yeah, but like Luda was super duper commercial.
Yeah.
He was selling millions and millions of copies at that particular point, you know.
Yeah.
He's
but you see, that wasn't even the best Ludacris album. I think it was like Back for the First. What was it called? Yo, what's that album called, man? Back for the First Time? Something
Back for
like
the first
that.
time, his first album?
I think so.
His first album?
Or was it that one, or was it? No, I think it was another.
Chicken and Beer?
No, not Chicken and Beer. Chicken and Beer was it? Was it Chicken and Beer?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
So one of those categories where Luda won, and it wasn't really like his best album.
He won over Food and Liquor.
Yeah, he won over Food and Liquor by Lupe.
Yeah, I mean, Food and Liquor is a classic album.
It's a classic album, bro.
You can listen to every song, even right now.
Yeah, that shit's banging.
Song for song.
Yep.
Every song.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It was a moment, man, and they took it away from the guy, but it is what it is.
Yeah, man.
All right, so I was about to search something here. I don't know what I'm...
Cardi B, though. We got to talk about Cardi B and her going off Instagram.
Why did she leave Instagram?
Because
you know her a lot, so
because
what happened?
niggas was saying that she didn't deserve
Is that...
to win.
You think she's like a bad bitch, so she doesn't care about shit like that?
No,
be
she
like,
does. Nigga, just like nigga. It's like everybody does. They get to a point where the shit is overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Yeah.
overwhelming. Because she even put out a video where she was saying, it's like, look, you niggas, you know, last year we're on something like, yo, Cardi didn't get shit. They overlooked her, blah, 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 blah. But this time when I win it, y'all flip around and I was saying that it's like, yo, she didn't deserve it. It's like, what do you want from me? I work fucking hard. And then she got mad. She got off Instagram and all of that shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but it is what it is.
I wouldn't have thought she would get in her feelings like that.
Yeah.
You know. But then I guess it's like the persona that these celebrities put out, and you probably think it's like, oh, this is, she doesn't care about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it really got to her crazy.
Too much.
People must have been saying some mean shit for her to be getting off that
Obviously.
shit. Yeah.
Because sometimes in situations like this, you kind of wonder that she's got, I don't know how millions of followers, right? You kind of wonder where the Cardi B fans are. I don't know what they're called.
Bees. I don't know.
You don't know what they're called. But you kind of wonder where they are.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like you can't have...
Yeah, when people go for Beyonce, fucking... The
Yeah.
beehive is
gonna
buzzing.
come after you.
Yeah.
It's gonna come after. They will get you the fuck out of here.
True.
You know. So for me, it's like you kind of wonder where these people are. So it's like, look, can't you just tweet something positive or put something positive on your Instagram, and then all of those comments, the positive comments, just look at the positive shit, man. Niggas are always gonna hate.
Maybe it was just the positive just didn't outweigh the bad. The negative.
So. I mean, it's a very big possibility, so it is what it is, man.
But did you expect that? Her deleting her Instagram or
no,
whatever?
I didn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I did not.
Yeah.
But like, it's like, look, these celebrities, when they're called out, it's wild. I mean, Demi Lovato did the same thing, right?
For what? What happened to her?
She was making fun of 21 Savage.
Oh, I remember
she
that.
clowned that.
Oh,
She
gosh.
clowned it a little bit and whatever.
Why did she think
And
that
then-
was a bright idea?
Yeah. And like, you know, like the thing is like, I think it was Charlemagne who was saying, is like, yo, for somebody who's been through the shit that she's been through, she's struggled with some shit and whatever.
Yeah, she
you know,
almost
been,
OD'd.
Yeah,
She
been
did
to
OD,
rehab
actually.
and whatever. It's like, yo, you shouldn't be, you know, making fun of somebody else's situation,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And she's always seen as like the positive type
So it's
person.
like, yo, fam.
But she was just making a genuine joke. I feel like she wasn't too serious about it. You know what I mean? It was just like, oh, this is funny. These 21 Savage memes are actually pretty
Yeah.
funny.
But like people are overly sensitive these days, man. Like everybody got an opinion, so you got to be careful.
Yeah,
They'll come after you.
true.
Yeah.
So did you check out that story of Zambians being deported from South Africa?
No, I didn't.
There's a shitload of them that got deported. And now the news that I'm seeing here is that Emmanuel Mwamba, who is the ambassador to that place,
Yeah.
is being moved from there to Ethiopia.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm sensing a pattern here. I feel like
What
there's...
pattern?
I mean, that was a big thing.
You think he
Right.
got deported?
They deported his ass to the diplomatic way. I don't know. But it's like, the timing is a bit off. Like,
Yeah.
because I think he came out after that and said, "No, you have to make sure you get into the country properly." He just
Yeah.
said some proper shit, what you'd expect from,
An ambassador.
Yeah.
A diplomat.
and then they moved him to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's
But like,
a
I mean,
little off.
the Ethiopian embassy is still a big one,
It
I
is.
believe. You know what I mean? It's still a big one.
The women there are,
Beautiful.
gosh,
Extremely beautiful.
I need to move to Ethiopia.
And there you go.
What else happened this week,
Oh,
man?
and-
What else
and-
popped off?
Just a little bit of a side note.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to go there?
Who did I think was gonna go where?
Do you think it's that Bali?
Which Bali?
That Bali.
Which Bali?
You know.
Which Bali?
You know.
Is that his usual saying?
Yes.
Is it Uncle Frank?
There you go. Took you a while.
I'm a bit hungover, man. I'll be honest. I'm a bit hungover. I drank a lot last night. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool if we moved over that side. You know what I mean?
The way we know him.
Yo,
Oh man, Uncle Frank is a G, man.
Is a G.
He's a G.
OG.
We're supposed to have him
Double
up here.
OG.
We're supposed to have him up here. He should be coming. We'll probably have him on the podcast soon. So
Soon.
look out for that episode. So Lusaka Hustle
Oh yeah.
taking off Zambezi Magic.
It's been cancelled.
Yeah,
been
but it's been suspended. That's
It's been
the
suspended.
yeah.
That's the official term, but I don't think it's gonna come back.
Yeah, I also don't think it's gonna come
Yeah.
back. I mean, last week it aired, and people were like, "Oh, look, they aired the episode. Fuck
Yeah.
the government."
Yeah. Yeah.
They thought they got the show out of here, but nah, like this shit is still ongoing.
still on.
So if you haven't watched Lusaka Hustle, it's a reality show that airs on Zambezi Magic. It used to air on Zambezi Magic.
Past tense.
Yeah, as Swish would say. So Kuni, Cleo, and Tandy. So they basically document their everyday lives, and they document it, put it on TV, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then, well, Kuni, there's suspicions that he's gay.
Yeah.
And those are the grounds that they're using to
Yes.
cancel the show. And it seems they've succeeded in getting that done.
You know, the crazy thing is, there were a whole bunch of comments about, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. We're not, you know what I mean? Like, this is not our culture.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
we're not.
What is Zambian
So
culture?
like sometimes I said back, it's like, look, maybe I'm not talking about the crazy places or not crazy places, like the outskirts of this country, but like if you live in Lusaka, like here,
You know how many gay people out here?
yeah, there's a whole bunch of gay people out there. You see them in the club.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see them at Northmead. Some of them are actually prostitutes, and they are male.
Really?
Yeah.
They stand in the
Bruh,
streets.
like we saw they were in that former Alpha bar or whatever it is. Yeah. And they were fighting outside.
Was I there?
Bro, we were together.
And I saw this fight?
Yes. And they were smacking each other. It's like we ended up in North Mead after one of these days. And it's like, we went to Alpha, and then Alpha was like, yo, it's trash in here.
Santon City, as they call it.
Yeah. And then we were coming out from there, and two of them got in a fight. And then
I think I remember
another
that.
two standing on. It's like you can clearly tell. It's like, yo, this guy.
Gay fights are actually pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Because they also try and fight black girls. Because you don't want to. I think they don't want to seem, it's like, ew. No pun intended.
You had to clean that up.
But like that, it's all over.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
everywhere.
I even remember this. I was in Kitwe, more than 9 years ago, and there was this guy. Apparently, he was also very he was famous.
He was a known.
He used
person.
to go. He was a known person, and he used to go out and whatever. He used to buy. I think the time I saw him was in town, and he was wearing all yellow,
like Big Bird.
Yeah, like Big Bird.
Okay.
He was wearing all yellow.
Okay.
And acting very feminine.
Very fruity.
Yeah, and then after that, obviously because you can't miss him, I think I saw him later on in the night at Circles, and he was wearing all white.
I think it was a sign, bro. Did you do anything about it, bro?
What sign, bro? A sign saying what? What sign? What sign, Kuni's friend?
He's wearing white, so he's surrendering that ass.
He can surrender the ass all he wants. You know what I mean? Like, man's not.
You didn't take that fucking sign.
No, we're not. We're not trying to take over any ass. You know what I mean? Like, nah, my nigga.
Yeah,
we're good.
That was bad. That was horrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, look, for me, all I'm saying is it's like there was a video that came out. It was two guys. This wasn't even, bougie guys. It's like it was two guys.
The ones that were fighting.
They were fighting.
That dude, that was like borderline going to be rape, bro.
Yeah, but like he got him back in the room.
Yeah, he dragged him back in there. He probably fucked
Apparently, it's like one of the guys.
He smashed,
and
then he didn't.
Didn't want the other guy to, do his thing on him, and he was trying to leave, and then the other guy was stronger than the other guy, or maybe he just really wanted to bust the nut.
He wanted that nut, bro. He wanted that fucking nut.
This is the things like this guy.
It's like I'm gonna have my fucking nut, nigga.
And you can clearly tell this is like in the less posh places of our country, the guys are just speaking Bemba, and like there's people around watching this, and then
that nigga didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yo, that's how bad he wanted that nut.
Yeah.
He wanted that nut
and
so
he's basically
bad.
dragging another man in the house where it's like, no, I'm going to do this guy.
Yo,
he wants to run away after doing me, but I have to do him too.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
Let me see. Zambian dudes. Zambian gay dudes.
Yeah.
Gay dudes.
It was crazy, bro.
I think I could find that video. Is this the one? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I have to confirm my age to watch this video?
Oh, wow.
Fuck out of here, YouTube. I ain't fucking with you like that. I think I could find it on Facebook or something, but yeah.
Probably.
I'm gonna look for it, and then,
Yeah.
I want to play that audio. That was very, very funny.
That was extremely funny. But like the thing is, it's like these things are happening out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And people acting like it's not there.
It's not there is, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You pretending like it's not there. It's there.
Yeah.
There are people who are out there and they're homosexual, they're gay, and men like men and women like women.
Yeah.
I know a girl who did a 180 quickly, and she's all about the girls now.
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, and she's a rapper.
Like a known rapper? Do I know her?
Nah, she was in the underground. I used to play her back in the day. You know what I mean?
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. But like I don't know if she's still putting out music now because like we really don't talk. We used to talk. She was like my nigga.
Yeah.
She was my guy. You know.
Yeah.
But she just went real quiet.
Oh really?
Real quiet. So I don't even
how did
see
you
her
find out though that she was doing shit?
because she told me. It's like, oh, so it's like there's a time. It's like we had just needed to sell a dog, right?
Yeah.
Sold the dog, and she was involved, right?
Yeah.
So she came through. She actually was the one who had the dog. I was just making money off the top. So
Off
made
the
like
top?
Yeah. So made like $700 on top.
Yeah.
You know, gave her cut.
Yeah.
You know, and we got in the car and we're driving out.
Yeah.
And then this is by the traffic lights at Levy Mall.
Yeah.
She sees a girl and screams out her name. The girl says, "Hey, hi, how are you?" So it's like, hey. It's like, are we linking up later? She was like, yeah, I'll call you. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, damn, who's that? And I was like, I think that's my girlfriend.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
All right, my nigga.
Cool. It's like, yo, she fine. She fine. I was like, yeah, but she's been acting funny lately.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I remember asking someone, it's like, is it cheating when like a girl that two gay girls, lesbians or whatever, if like one of them goes and fucks a dude, like is that cheating?
Yes, it is.
Why would it be cheating, bro?
Why not?
That's just you getting different.
No,
meat.
cheat, nigga. Nigga.
It's a different perspective.
Oh, really? Sin Santana and Erica Mena
Yeah.
were dating at some point. You remember that?
You told me about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Those are two beautiful women.
Fam. It was
I
beautiful.
would have loved to watch that.
Fam. But they broke up because apparently Erica thought that Sin was cheating with another dude, with a dude. Yeah. She's like, oh no, she's got a nigga. She's got a nigga, blah, 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 blah. And that was the drama. There was crying. There was tears. They were upset. I love you, blah, blah, blah.
Damn.
The whole Shabaski.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
Fam.
I get why you watch reality shows.
Hey.
You know, it's for shit like that.
Have you seen any of the the hip hop, like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
No.
Because you know, like in Atlanta, they have something for the black women that makes their asses bigger.
Yeah, you have this stupid theory that's not even real.
No, that's real.
You need to stop with that
They
shit.
put something in the water that makes so like when you watch Love and
there's a
Hip
lot
Hop
of
Atlanta.
ass. So you watch it for the ass.
No, I watch it for the storyline and the productivity that I get from.
So full of shit. Can you believe this guy?
the mysteries, you know, like.
Oh, really now?
Like, wait a minute, he was hooking up with her and her too. Oh my gosh,
That's crazy.
that's crazy. But like, yeah,
So what do you think about the Gucci protests? Broke people protesting things that they can't afford.
man, no, nobody, niggas are not gonna stop wearing Gucci.
True.
You know,
Like Gucci Mane went out there and went to the Gucci store. But it's like, if you protest Gucci, what's Gucci Mane supposed to do? That was the first thought I had. I'm
Yeah,
like, what the
yeah.
fuck is Gucci Mane gonna do?
Yeah, he can't be Maine.
Yeah,
you gotta drop
ladies
the
and
Gucci
gentlemen, welcome, Maine.
to the stage.
Okay.
It's like a whole bunch of niggas are gonna rush the stage. It's like, we are men. We men.
Because basically Gucci Mane is just Gucci Man, right? So it's like, your name is Man. Like, that can't be your rap name.
No,
like,
that can't be
the
your
fuck
rap
is
name.
that?
That's lame as hell.
The lamest shit, but Gucci Mane sounds cool.
Totally.
So Gucci went out to the Gucci store and bought Gucci to protect his brand.
There you go.
That's what you would expect.
Yeah.
If the Fendi man would go to the Fendi store,
There you go.
the Versace man would do the same shit.
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think it's gonna last. I don't think it's even going
It's
to have
rich
any
people shit,
impact.
man.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
rich people shit.
Rich people shit.
I mean, T.I. was very adamant about that. He was very upset, actually.
Yeah, I saw his
Extremely
shit.
upset. You know, but you know,
He's a rich nigga.
Yeah, he's a rich nigga.
And he's right about black people being the highest consumers of these luxury
Yeah,
goods.
of course.
Black people
Of
like
course.
to show off. That's why like brands will typically, like the brands that sell the most with black people, if you notice, are things that have a big logo on them. Mm-hmm. It's like when you're wearing Nike shoes, it's got big Nike sign.
Nike. Yeah.
You know, think about Fendi. It's the two F thingies that are like upside down or whatever. Big. Then Louis Vuitton actually also started doing that, where you see a big Louis Vuitton fucking logo. Because we like to show shit off.
Of course.
You know.
It's
things that have like a distinct like look or brand, like that's the shit that people gravitate towards.
not some tiny little Nike,
No.
you know, on the shoulder or just
Yeah.
We black people don't do that.
No.
We definitely like our shit flashy.
There you go.
You know, so look, it's a good thing that niggas speak up. You know, people like T.I. sometimes. You know, for me, probably 10 years from now, probably some people you might see running as senator.
Yeah.
So you might hear him referred to, it's like, 10 years ago, I was, you know, not about this Gucci, whatever, I've been speaking out about inequality and racism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see T.I. doing some shit like that in 10 years.
There you go.
You
I mean,
know?
he's been making strategic moves
Yeah.
to change his image. I remember after he caught that charge with the guns, one of the things he started to do was dress up differently. He had the specs or whatever it was, the glasses, because glasses make you look more professional and whatever. He was wearing more suits.
Yeah.
You know, I
mean, he has a reality show on BET. I don't know if it's still running.
with the kids and stuff. That
The
makes
Hustle.
Oh, that's another one.
The Hustle.
Yeah,
Is
that
it the
was
Hustle
still-
something.
Yeah, the Grand
it's
Hustle, I think.
The Grand Hustle, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's proper business.
Yeah.
Proper business. You know,
He's-
like
he's really rebranding.
Full, full business mode. You're not
Yeah.
looking at him as just an ATL rapper. You're looking at him like, you know, mogul, in kind of like the same light that you look at people like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Mr.
like, yo,
Tip Harris.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Harris.
Mr. Harris. You're
There
not
you
just
go.
saying T.I., man.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Too much.
All right, man. So we done today?
I think so.
Oh.
I think the Lusaka Hustle suspended, whatever.
Yeah.
UPND won elections in Sesheke.
Do you care about that?
No, I was just, you know, the thing is, it's like I was laughing because the PF went to protest at Parliament that the violent UPND cadets had won and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and they went to protest at Parliament. And then somebody else, an opposition guy came through and said, you see, these guys are protesting at Parliament
Yeah.
and nothing happens to them. PF cadets are protesting at Parliament, but nothing happens to them.
What'd you expect?
But like UPND, anybody else, Laurie Minty,
Yeah.
you know, they protest, they get locked up.
HH needs to calm down with some of the things he says. Like, the police are trying to kill me. It's like, get the hell out of here, bro. Like, nobody's trying to kill you.
Did he say that, or did
Yes.
somebody say that?
He said the police tried to kill me. It's like nobody's trying to kill you at this point.
Is that the story from Prime TV?
No,
Because somebody also highlighted, it's like, you niggas at Prime TV as
yeah, there's
typical 120% UPND.
Yeah, UPND. I mean, Prime TV has an obvious bias. You can tell.
You can tell.
It's just there.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's like, are you guys getting paid for this shit? What the fuck's going
it's
on
like,
here?
word on the street is they are allegedly they do get a check from the UPND.
Let's highlight that allegedly.
Allegedly, they are getting a check.
But it's
You know
not a
what I mean?
story from Prime TV. I actually read that like off the Lusaka Times
yeah?
or something.
Okay, yeah,
Like, the
because-
headline was HH says police tried to kill him.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, nah, nigga, nobody's trying to kill HH. Like, you're too much of an important figure for anyone to pull the trigger at you.
Yeah.
Like,
But like,
come
I think
on.
it's just like, do you think it's one of those? It's like nobody's really trying to kill him, but like, shit, if it happens, like, oh, he died. Oh, we did not
My
expect.
bad.
Oh, my bad. Shit,
Didn't mean to do that.
Didn't mean to do that, but like, now what's going to be happening with you, UPND? We got elections in 2021, huh?
Oh, it'll be over.
It'll be over.
That's why they can't put anybody else at the helm.
But like, don't you think that like the UPND would get the sympathy vote?
They probably, if they worked it right, if they
worked it-
if they hired me
Yeah.
to work that thing up.
Yeah.
To spin it and turn it into something else.
Yeah.
Oh, we could just give me like $1 million kwacha. You have a new president in 2021.
$1 million kwacha in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And not just a car. It's like a proper.
I need
top of the
give
range.
me a fucking range.
Just
top of the range Range Rover.
Yeah.
Yes. And we
Damn.
can.
Like
I can give you a plan.
I can take $1 million. I can take $1 million and just showroom Toyota.
Showroom Toyota is pretty dope.
Just get a Hilux.
Yeah.
The
latest one.
Latest one, 0 mileage, fam.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I'll be in with that. It's just about the team. Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna spin this? And turn it into something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what we did with we analyzed the Slap D thing. Next thing we saw a video.
Yeah.
Not trying to take no credit, but just saying.
Just
putting it out there.
Just putting it out there.
You know what I mean? Sometimes coincidences do happen.
Yep.
Where you put some information out there and then, next thing somebody uses it.
Executes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because I did say make a song, right? I did say that, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Anyway.
On that note.
You can draw your own conclusions.
Draw your own conclusions.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Irony is I'm actually holding a pencil in my hand right now.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Man. That was a good one.
There you go.
This is why we do that's why you're on this podcast, man. That's why we're doing this together, bro.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm a smart ass nigga, man. I'm a smart ass nigga.
No doubt about that. All right, we're out of here. So keep subscribing to the podcast. What I've noticed over the weeks that we've been doing this is people that have been silent fans, like, of our radio careers are now coming out. It's like, oh, you motherfuckers are dope. I've been listening to you. I listened to him.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, you never said shit all this while.
Now you're popping up.
Yeah.
Good.
But we appreciate that.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. So yeah, subscribe to the podcast. You can find us on pretty much every platform except a few, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
That we'll work on getting there. I mean, I remember like we talked about TuneIn having an issue with getting it there, but now we're on TuneIn, so you can get us there. You can find us on Podbean, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube. Shout out to Swango Motion Pictures.
Shout out!
Yes, that's the homie Tony Shook doing his thing. So you can watch this episode on YouTube. That's if you're not already watching it right now. Just saying.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's episode 22. We're out. Peace.